This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 5 wins and 1 loss. Dricus du Plessis.
Daniel in the blue, Du Plessis in the white. Du Plessis, someone that doesn't possess fear.
Got a hold of his neck though. Cranking is Dricus du Plessis.
I think we did what we had to do to win it. Quite easy.
Now Du Plessis is going to take his back. This is what he did against McClellan. It's a bad spot for Daniel to be in.
It was an awesome fight. It was great for my career. The fans loved it. And yes, it's just, that's what I love to do, is to fight, especially big fights.
And he taps out! Dricus du Plessis defeats the legend!
Dricus du Plessis.
Dricus really did step his game up. He gets the finish convincingly. I really think that Dricus has taken his game to a whole new level.
A massive win for the young man from Pretoria, establishing himself as one of the most dangerous athletes in the organization. But there is more to Du Plessis than just being an amazing MMA athlete. It's his fantastic work ethic, both in the gym and at home, that has elevated him to the top.
Vir my is hierdie dis die lewe. Hierdie is wat ek geniet. Hierdie is my gunsteling plek in die wêreld. My opvoeding, alles is deel van die plaas. Dis deel van hoe ek groot gemaak is. My pa se pa was so, my pa se oupa was so en ek is so groot gemaak en ek sal graag my kinders so wil groot maak. Dit is net 'n experience wat ek vir niks anders in die wêreld sal wil verruil nie.
Dricus, hy kom hier naartoe, hy werk met die beeste, hy insit. Hy wil graag eendag boer, dit is wat hy wil doen, dit is op sy aftreeplan. So hy is altyd hier so betrokke.
As jy sukses wil hê, dan jy moet na harde werk insit. En dit is maar presies hoe dit werk op plaas, dit is presies hoe dit werk in MMA. As jy hard oefen, gaan jy op die fight night die results daarvan kry. En as jy moeite insit met die werk op die plaas, gaan jy die resultate sien. Ek dink dit is 'n fisiese werk is 'n baie groot deel van my opvoeding gewees, nog altyd. En ja, ek dink definitief dit het my mentally en physically baie sterker gemaak. Ek voel ek het daai advantage bo my opponent. Ek voel sterker, ek voel net altyd meer gereed vir enigiets wat kan toe kom.
Raised with a strong work ethic and close-knit family values, Du Plessis is a young man with his head firmly on his shoulders. All traits that will put him in good stead for his toughest test yet.
Michiel Opperman is fighting Liam Cleland. Dricus obviously believes that Michiel's going to win, which means he's looking for another division to go to. But I mean, Dricus, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think I had my shot. I got my title shot. I blew it a little. So now it's my teammates' time to shine. I truly believe he's going to be the middleweight champ. So yeah, for me to go forward, I can stay in middleweight and just fight all the guys coming up, but that's not going to get me anywhere soon. I'm really looking still to be the youngest title holder in the EFC, so that's why I'm going down to welter to get the title there. Feeling great, the diet is going perfect. It's going so much easier than I anticipated. I'm on track with my diet, I'm on track with my weight. Everything's going perfect. I'm a lot faster, I'm more dynamic, and I'm feeling so comfortable where I am right now.
He's a strong welterweight, he's a strong middleweight, he's a strong light heavyweight. He's physically and mentally very, very strong. But the right weight division for him to fight is in welter.
Du Plessis will be incredibly dangerous at welterweight. And fortunately for Du Plessis, he is surrounded by a team that has all the experience in the world when it comes to weight cutting.
Through the mistakes we made, it's just going to help Dricus better. You know, he's in a place where we've got all the experience, we've done all the mistakes. So he's just in a better place. He's just going to get better from there.
So to have Dricus surrounded by the best guys in their weight divisions, my opinion, is surely going to help us in the fight.
We saw what he did at 84 kilos, and now he takes his game down to the welterweight division. I think everybody knows that he's going to be dangerous. And I think this really could be his true weight division. We're going to find out a lot at EFC 40.
Welcoming the young Du Plessis to his new weight division is one of the most experienced EFC athletes, the former welterweight champion, Dino the Lion Bagattin.
Oh, the drop in the right hand by Bagattin. Right foot is hurt. Dino tries to capitalize. Referee calls a stop to the fight.
Every time Jacoby comes in, that time he rocked him.
He has rocked him.
Jacoby is in big trouble.
Huge trouble here.
Big trouble.
Champion looks to be in trouble here.
Big left and right, landed by Bagattin.
Opperman being pushed to the limit here by a fight-up Dino Bagattin. Dishing out so much damage as Dino Bagattin, delivering so much abuse to the face of Michiel Opperman.
Big shot that he threw.
Incredible performance by Bagattin.
He's wanted it more, Dirk.
And the new EFC Africa welterweight champion, Dino the Lion Bagattin.
This is a guy that's been there since the first ever EFC, and we know that he has that legacy of being a champion. And then he lost the title, and I don't think anybody saw that coming, especially the way that it happened.
By Bagattin is one of the deeply. That is all! My goodness me! How good is Henry Badipe?
It was a big loss for Dino, but we saw how strong he came back against Gordon Rudman at EFC 36, and that is a mark of a champion.
Mostly went according to plan. I knew I'd finish him early. Yeah, now on to the next.
Bagattin has seen it all inside the hexagon, from disappointing lows to incredible highs. But the Lion feels he could become even better. And for that, he felt a new gym was needed.
He needed to improve his game. He was training with a good camp. They're a boxing gym, we're a mixed martial arts gym. He's in the business of mixed martial arts.
MMA is my passion, and I realized that, you know, if I want to go further in the sport, I need to be putting it all together.
He's adapting well, you know, and already in a few months, myself and the whole team, we're seeing the improvements, you know. I'd like to see in a year's time how Dino's going to be a totally different fighter, and, you know, improving skill sets and improving the body. All takes time at the end of the day, but he's doing well and he's loving it, so.
What a big step to take. You get so comfortable in your gym and the people that you train with, but to go in there with champions, guys like Boyd Allen and the sort, that really does step your game up. So I think we're gonna see a new level of fighting out of Dino Bagattin, and I think everybody's excited about that.
I'm training with champions, you know, I'm training with guys at the top of their game. I'm training with even, like, you know, some of the top amateurs. So, you know, I've got 15 to 20 guys on the mat at every session, and, you know, that's just what I've been lacking in the past, is training partners.
My fixation is on improving my athlete. My fixation is on making sure that my athlete can adapt to any environment at the end of the day.
A new gym and a new attitude for the experienced former champion. However, many see Bagattin as an underdog in this fight. Not that it worries the Lion for 1 second.
Everyone's a critic, and, you know, everyone knows better. Very few of us fight. So I'm a fighter, I do what I do. Write me off, I don't care. You know, I know what I bring, I don't care what other people say, you know, write me off. Me being a former champion's ideal for him. If he beats me, you know, he becomes #1 contender. I don't see that happening.
I think it's going to be a hard fight from start to finish, but in the end, I will be stronger and I will be faster, and I will want it more in the end.
Two welterweights will collide as the former EFC welterweight champion Dino Bagattin takes on the most exciting youngster in MMA, Dricus du Plessis.
What it comes down to in this fight is you have two fighters that'll stand and trade, that'll throw leather that will, as I say often, knuckle up and throw down. This is what you want in a main event, and that's what you're gonna get.
At EFC 36, Dino Bagattin announced his return to the hexagon with a vicious beatdown of Gordon Rudman. The Lion was back and hungrier than ever. And now, with a new gym behind him, Bagattin will look to make an example of his young opponent.
to be dead honest, I don't really care what he's going to do. I'm focusing on the things I need to do and what I need to do well.
So I'm not really fixated on what Dricus can bring to the table, anything new, because my job is to make sure that my fighter can adapt to anything that his opponent brings.
Making his first appearance at welterweight, the incredibly talented Dricus du Plessis will be full of confidence after his impressive submission win against the MMA veteran Darren Daniel. Du Plessis knows full well that a win over the former champ will take him one step closer to that welterweight title.
Once we step in the cage, he's just an object. He's just an object in my way. I don't put a face on him. I don't put any skill on him. I don't link anything to him. I just see an object in my way to the title, and I will do anything to take that object out of my way.
We're chasing the gold. So this is just a stepping stone. It's a big stepping stone. But yeah, definitely it makes it worth training so hard like we do.
These are two athletes that like to engage, two athletes that always look for a finish. I am expecting an all-out war for this one.
Will the experience of the Lion be too much to handle, or will the power of still knocks get his hand raised? It's Dino Bagattin versus Dricus du Plessis.
He's going to test Dricus, just like Dricus is going to test Dino, but this is being Dino's weight class, you know, for several years. It's nothing new to him. And yeah, I'm excited.
If FFM and CIT gets into the cage, it will be a proper fight. We owed him a bit of blood, so let's give it to them.
I'm going to get that welterweight title in this year, and he's not the one who's going to stop me. I don't think anybody's going to stop me. I'm just on a rampage, and I think that's going to give me the edge in the end of the fight.
I'm the contender killer, and that's exactly what I intend doing, is ruining all these hopes and dreams.
Prepare for the biggest fight card of the year. It's the veteran taking on the youngster when the former welterweight champion Dino Bagattin squares off against the explosive Dricus du Plessis. A former champion returns as the heavyweight powerhouse Ruan Potts returns to the hexagon to face the French phenom Cyril Asker. And the DRC takes on the Irish with the undefeated Iga Cabeza taking on the might of the Irishman Peter Queally. It's Dino Bagattin versus Dricus du Plessis. Ruan Potts versus Cyril Asker. And Iga Cabeza versus Peter Queally. EFC 40, 6 June, Carnival City. Tickets and broadcast information at efcworldwide.com.